Today on Turneround's Theory.
The reason why women hurts a good man is because she is under the illusion that she could find better.
I ended up losing the man that I was supposed to marry because I was too hot.
Men do not care about your accomplishments.
And would you date a guy that makes half your salary?
Yeah, I would date somebody that has that, for sure.
Thailand is your girlfriend, but Philippines is your wife.
That all other characteristics and behaviors are good, why does the type even matter? Learn to love this person in other spaces outside of what you see as far as physicality.
Don't miss an all-new episode of Turneround's Theory coming up next on YouTube and on Facebook, because I guarantee you it's going to be a damn good one. These women think that they got the grass greener on the other side and instantly regret losing a good man. If you'll stick around for another edition of Turneround's Theory coming up next on my YouTube channel as well as my Facebook fan page, we're going to be watching this video in particular, and of course, your boy going to give you another theoretical thought at the end of today's broadcast. I am excited to say that we are halfway towards the midway point for the third season of Turneround's Theory. So fellas, as I often say, y'all should be knowing my saying and y'all should be knowing the drill. So why don't y'all grab a snack and come on back, because y'all just might learn something. Roll the intro. What is up, YouTube? Once again, it's your boy, Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T. I want to welcome you back to another edition of Turneround's Theory here on my YouTube channel as well as my Facebook fan page. Before we proceed on with today's episode of Turneround's Theory, let me just take the opportunity to say that we are at the midway point towards the third season for Turneround's Theory on my YouTube channel. This is the actual platform of where I normally give you guys a free theoretical thought on just about anything. Hey, listen, for those of y'all that are just tuning into my YouTube channel, I want to personally welcome you. And if you are, in fact, a returning subscriber, I want to welcome you back. And for those that are tuning into this edition of Turneround's Theory on my Facebook fan page, and you're following me there for the very first time, welcome to the platform. And if you are, in fact, a constant follower on my Facebook fan page with regard to the content that I post up, hey, kudos to you as well. As a constant daily reminder, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my official YouTube channel. It would help out and it would be beneficial for the YouTube algorithm. And don't forget to click on that post notification bell, because you, my friends, will instantly be notified every single time your boy posts up and upload more additional content onto the channel. Please be sure to follow me on all social media sites. Links are going to be provided in the description box below on my YouTube channel as well as in the comment section below for my Facebook fan page. You can also watch full episodes of Turneround's Theory on my official website. There is a link provided in the description box below on my YouTube channel as well as in the comment section below on my Facebook fan page. If you want to contribute to my YouTube channel through PayPal, there is also a link provided in the description box below for my YouTube channel as well as in the comment section below on my Facebook fan page. Please don't forget to use the hashtag Team Turnaround that you see on your screen, because that lets me know personally that not only you are watching another edition of Turneround's Theory, but it just goes to show that you are supporting my channel in terms of the content that I post up, and I might send you a shout out right back. I do hope that I've covered everything within this matter, and before we proceed on, here is a quick word from today's sponsor. You know, I like to get away from it all in terms of hosting my platform for Turneround's Theory on my YouTube channel. But when I'm not doing all of that, I love using this controller, because this is all I do besides hosting Turneround's Theory. That's why the Sony PlayStation is celebrating 30 years of original gaming consoles that comes part with this. The Sony PlayStation proudly sponsors today's edition of Turneround's Theory. Hey, tell them Mr. Turnaround sent you. You gotta take my word for it. So as I stated to you guys earlier in the broadcast today, we are at the midway point for the third season of Turneround's Theory. And as I've also indicated, We're going to be looking at some videos about these modern women that feel like the grass is greener on the other side until they realize that they had a good man. Now, I want to encourage and invite you all to stay tuned and stick around because at the end of today's broadcast, I'm going to be giving you guys another theoretical thought concerning today's episode. And before we proceed on, shout out to More to Life for posting up this original video on his YouTube content, and I will try my very best to post up a YouTube link in the description box below for you guys to check out. Take a look at this video. Now, these are some modern women that feel like the grass was greener on the other side until they've learned that they had a good man and they instantly regret making the wrong decision. You take a look at the video and let me know what you think in the comment section below because I'll be right back after this.
This is a PSA for the men that are getting traditional wifey treatment to be extremely thankful for them this holiday season because they are like finding a needle in the haystack. Those women that are cooking you dinners, doing your laundry, cleaning the house, doing the grocery shopping. They're intimate with you, but they also give you time to yourself to do your guy stuff. Watch sports. Know when to give you some space. It's so rare nowadays, and for those men that have those wives, show her appreciation. Not just because it's a holiday week, but because you truly appreciate all she does for you. You don't realize how good you have it until you don't anymore. So for those that do still have that traditional wifey and are getting that treatment, ask your single friends. They know it's rare. Or the ones that are in those miserable relationships. They know it's rare. Thank those wives. Appreciate those wives. Let them know they're seen, heard.
Oh, yeah, of course. If a man has a woman, if he has a lady that understands she's doing what needs to be done, he needs to, or if he understands she's doing what needs to be done, he needs to appreciate her. I mean, I remember dealing with ladies that didn't care what I felt. And it's a nightmare. And it's also night and day. When you get that good treatment, man, you sleep better at night. You hear me? Tension leaves your chest. That tension you feel in your chest when you stress, all of a sudden it all goes away. Because somebody's there to soothe the pain. Because you're not worried about, is this going to be done? Is that going to be done? Because she's already doing it for you. Every man needs that in a woman.
Just wait. Be patient.
Nice guys finish last, nice people finish last, blah, blah, blah. That's not true. What you people distinguish as nice is not nice. It's just a lack of boundaries, a lack of being able to implement your boundaries, a lack of self-respect, a lack of self-worth, being a pushover, being a people pleaser. None of those things equate to being nice.
She's right. A lot of guys are pushovers. Not every single guy, but there are a lot that are pushovers, deal with nonsense, tolerate garbage, and nowadays, men are waking up to it.
What you talking about, Willis?
Men are not being those nice guys anymore, and not being, how can I say it, not the nice guys, as she explained, because they're not nice.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
The reason why a woman hurts a good man is because she is under the illusion that she could find better.
But wait, there's more.
Too many of her single lady friends are telling her that she should leave him, and when she does, she regrets it.
Gotcha, bitch.
When I want coaching in bio.
Yeah, tons of women leave a guy always thinking it's better. I see it all the time in dating shows. You can look at Pop the Balloon. You see many women pop the balloon. You see many ladies, they pop the balloon thinking the next guy's going to be better. And they're on a date. And then every time you see Pop the Balloon, you see the same woman and they're never picking out a man. Why are the same woman not picking out a man? Because they think they have options. They think they're the cat's meow, and they're not. And they pass it off good guys. We see it happens with some until they're 40, 50 years old, still using the same tactics they were using when they were 20. It's wild, but nowadays it's getting worse.
You gotta watch this.
I ended up losing the man that I was supposed to marry because I was too hot. I was thinking I was and had options. And I did. But they wasn't good options. I ended up losing a man that I would call 3 o'clock in the morning because I wanted to cuddle. And this man was coming town to see me.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
You know what I mean? 3 o'clock in the morning. What man you know doing that? I had a man that knew me and my son was in the house hot. He went out of his way and spent $300 on getting me and my baby an air conditioner to put in our house.
She belongs to the streets. Wow, so just to run that back, she had a man who would drop everything at 3 o'clock in the morning just to come by and cuddle with her. And not only cared for her, but also cared for the well-being of her child because they was in this hot house. And he went and got an air conditioner for them so that they wouldn't have to worry about that heat. Sounds like somebody who really cared about this woman. Let's continue.
And you know, at the time, dealing with it and being in the midst of it, it might have seemed like it was better. You know, it might have seemed like, yeah, this is a lot better. But, you know, after it's all said and done, it wasn't better. You know why? Because that man that I was supposed to marry wouldn't have had me dealing with my pregnancy alone. He wouldn't have left me out to go to every single appointment by myself. He wouldn't have had me in a delivery room by myself giving birth to not one, but 2 babies at one time.
Bro, really?
Wow, so she left a good man to be a single mom? Sheesh. That hurts.
I don't chase booty.
That man wouldn't have fed me bull and lies and excuses on why he couldn't be there or why he can't show up. He would have made a way.
Some for my mammy, some for my pappy, a little bit more and we'll all be happy.
And it's like, I just say all of this to say, like, you really don't know what you got until it's gone. And you really don't know the value of things until it's gone.
Come on now, dawg.
And I'm not even trying to bash my baby father or anything like that or speak down on him. But it's like, if I had known better at the time and I wasn't so young, dumb, and full of I wouldn't have did that, you know? If I had known better, I would have done better.
Woo! So that goes to say, just because you hit a rough patch in your relationship, unless it's something that's irreparable, I'd say try to work it out.
What?
We all have our flaws, and we may have disagreements. But instead of going through the storm, she decided to go with her options. And look how that turned out.
Stop the cap.
Well, it sounds like she got pregnant again with twins. No help at all. He didn't come to the doctor's appointments. He didn't show up when she needed him. I guarantee you she couldn't call on him at 3 o'clock in the morning and expect him to be there. And she threw away a good relationship because of a disagreement.
And every day I'm working towards trying to forgive myself for that because he didn't deserve that. And you know, women make mistakes too. It really ain't all the men that out here that be cheating and lying and, you know, doing stuff like that. Like, women have babies on men too, and I'm sadly one of them. But I love my kids with everything in me, and I wouldn't trade them for nothing in the world. But I just wished I would have picked a better father for them.
This has to be heartbreaking. This is a reminder that sometimes we don't realize the value of what we have until we've lost it. The good man that she had was ready to be there for her, to support her emotionally, probably in other ways too. I mean, it's easy to get caught up in the illusion of new things, new adventures, new opportunities, new people. But we need to recognize and appreciate the people that we do have in our lives. The ones who show up, who care, and who are there when we need them the most. So what can we take away from this? Don't let the illusion of endless options make you overlook the real gems that you already have. Don't make the mistake of thinking the grass is greener on the other side. And this is for men and women.
One of the biggest lessons I ever learned, or harshest realities I ever, had to come to, is realizing that men do not care about your accomplishments as a woman. They don't care about your education. They don't care about your degrees. They don't care about how much money you're making. They don't care about, what businesses you're running. They don't care about any of that stuff. If they do not find you attractive, they will not go out of their way for you whatsoever.
You're right about that.
They will walk right past you to a beautiful woman. And the thing about it is, the sooner you like realize that and accept it, you won't even get like offended by it. Like, because the thing about it, men and women are just wired differently. A real man doesn't really have to care what a woman has going on. If he has, money, if he has education, all that kind of stuff, I mean, it's like, it's not like you can't even really fault it. Like, men have the luxury, because for the most part across, I don't even know if I go as far as saying like across the world, but for the most part in most communities, men make more money than women. So they have the luxury of being able to date for things outside of stability, even general, sometimes even compatibility. They can date for whatever reason they want to, whereas women, like, sometimes we're looking for other stuff. We can have $1 million in the bank. A lot of women would still want a man that has more money than them, or has something equal or something similar.
I'm the head in charge.
I'm not saying all women, but a lot of women, because they're just scared, they know it makes them an easy target for men that are leeches and moochers and, just want to use them.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
But men, they just are wired differently. They can go after what's beautiful. So realizing that as a woman, I also had to come to the other harsh reality of what my grandmother told me when I was like maybe 14 or 15. She told me that you have to maintain your appearance as a woman until the day you die. And I know some of y'all are thinking like, well, damn, Taylor, you didn't listen. I don't wear makeup all the time, but I still kind of feel like I'm put together. I always have good hygiene. I always maintain, a certain level of fitness. Y'all know my mother died. She had a stroke when I was 13. So I always try to maintain a certain level of fitness. But she told me that you have to be it all, or like you have to, like, you can be funny, you can be smart, you can be strong, you can be, like all of these other things, but you can never neglect your appearance in the process.
I think most women, not only do they not wait till they're fully healed to get into something new or go look to something new, but they take what happened traumatically in their past relationship in their new one. And I think that's when they, victimize the new relationship and they ruin it.
About to do his happy dance
because they
he's about to do his get up and walk out.
This is the point I was trying to make 45 minutes ago. Thank you.
He's like, I'm clocking out. See you guys later.
No, I think it's like, I think that's the biggest thing. It's like you need to heal yourself before you go into something else, because you could have a good man standing in front of you and you're turning around and doing the exact same thing that happened to you to him because you didn't heal from it.
Finally.
I have one question, and this
That's
is
one of the greatest answers I've ever heard on this podcast.
And this is a lot of women's truth. I'm glad you said it.
Word.
Because of your mouth. There's some good men out there, hard-working men out there. Only thing that we ask for is just cooperation. I don't want 2 for 1. I'm out here debating and arguing with people at the job and everything else. Do you think I want to really come home to my good woman and argue about anything? I don't want to argue. I want to put my head in your lap. I want to get my bald head rubbed. I want to get a massage. I want you to play with my goatee. I don't have no time to have no problems with my gorgeous. I want to be in peace with her. She don't bring me peace, I bring me peace. But she can't cooperate with the system that I set. But I am glad you said it. You lost a good man because of your mouth.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
A lot of times they'll treat their man like a utility.
Yep.
He coming in, he's paying for everything, he's taking out the trash, he's taking care of me, he's buying me this, he's taking me here, he's doing this, he's doing that. And as long as I'm not cheating on him, then I'm a great woman to him. But you don't realize how many of those areas that you are neglecting. I think with men, when we younger, a lot of times, it be just sex. But just like Smooth just said, we talking about people in grown relationships with grown risk tied to it.
When they go low, I go lower.
I think a lot of the motivation for men is that we just don't feel seen. Like, we feel neglected. We don't feel heard. A lot of women get so caught up in what they got going, and because they so used to us just facilitating it all and standing back and letting them shine and do your thing, and hey, I'm here for you. I'm paying for this for you. I'm paying for this for your family. I'm doing this. I'm making things go behind the scenes, and you just out there doing what you want to do. Whether it's chasing your passion,
excelling, right? You excelling.
You excelling. You working. You chasing whatever side business you got going on. You doing this. You doing that. And this man is a rock the whole time.
Because you got a good man behind you.
You got a good man, but you don't realize how much you neglecting that man in the process of doing that. And it ain't just. It's attention. It's intimacy. It's making that man feel like we are on the same team here. Not like I'm a utility that you pull out of the drawer whenever you need me to take care of something and then put me back in when I'm done doing it.
I was recently on an episode of All the Single Ladies on OWN, and since then I've been getting so many messages, but mostly from women that are in long-term relationships and marriages that want out, but they feel guilty because really nothing is that bad. Like, they're fine, except they're not actually happy. And a lot of them say they're scared to start over and all that stuff, which, yes, I get it. But what do you actually want? Do you want personal happiness? Because if that's the case, and like you've tried everything in that relationship and you know it's not going anywhere, I think you know what to do.
Who am I here with?
Angel.
Angel. What do you do for a living?
I'm a nurse and a personal trainer.
And about how much money per year do you make as a nurse and personal trainer?
I make upwards of $85,000 a year.
And would you date a guy that makes half your salary?
Yes, but I would encourage him or kind of find out what other things he's passionate about and find out if he has ambition and the work ethic to do something more with his life. Yeah, I would date somebody that has that for sure, even if they made less than me.
Now, this woman here says she was dating a man, and she's fine. That made half her salary. You already know. She's not from the West. She's not. I don't know where she's from. She looks like she's what do you call it? She looks like she's Muslim or not Muslim. From what do you call it? Middle Eastern. She has a Middle Eastern look, but she's definitely from another part of the world, and she's willing to work with a man. And then you have women leaving their husbands who are not willing to even work with them. Like, he has to have everything already before she even gets with him. And guys want to know, where can I find? You can find women like that there. You can leave too and find women, but you can find more when you leave, but you can find them there too. But sometimes they're not of the community. I gotta be real, they're not. They're still in the community, but it's very few.
A good man, but he's not your type. When it comes to types, okay, because we talked about this the last time, it's a pattern when it comes to your type, patterns and characteristics, okay? These are things that you have seen or that you have explored before. You probably seen mama, auntie, friends, somebody who had a specific type, or somebody in the neighborhood and you was like, oh, that's a bad boy, that's a dope boy, that's something like that. I like that because of the thrill. In certain spaces in your life, you cannot bring that type with you. So if you see that all other characteristics and behaviors are good, why does the type even matter? You can learn to love this person in other spaces outside of what you see as far as physicalities. If you're talking about a type because maybe your type has a certain type of demeanor, or maybe your type looks a certain type of way, what is going to matter when you start facing conflict? The way they look? When you start going through communication barriers, the way they look? All of that's not going to matter. I can guarantee you the majority of people who have probably married or entered into healthy relationships, they weren't worried about a type. When they got to a certain space, they were worried about what it is that you can actually bring into my life. And as far as your looks and stuff, that just doesn't matter. How much money? Yeah, of course. But if we looking at types who say, oh, he a dreadhead, oh, he's 6 foot something, and everything else. Derek Jackson is 6 foot something. That was cheating on his wife the whole time.
My point exactly.
Oh, no. And we hate to name drop here. Oh, was I not supposed to name drop?
No, you good.
I'm sorry.
Now stay put, everyone, because when I come right back, I'm going to give you guys a free theoretical thought to today's episode right after this message.
I think I have just lost the one person that I've prayed for. All because
of my self-sabotaging tendencies. God forbid I actually accept good things that are happening to me, because I'm so used to it being a mess. I'm so used to it being toxic. And here I am in the face of a non-toxic situation, in the face of a God-fearing man, in the face of a family man, an amazing person. And I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. And I think I've just lost. I think I just lost the opportunity to experience something I've never experienced before.
Why do women regret leaving this type of guy? I'm about to tell you in this video. First off, it took them a while to commit to begin with. Then when they finally do commit and they're settled and they're in a relationship, and a woman decides to either end the relationship, they cheat, or they do something that betrays this type of man's trust. Essentially, when you hurt this type of guy. Ladies, there is no coming back from that. It's almost an impossibility. And the thing is, women will come back because this type of guy is rare. There aren't many like him. And if he's in your life, he's probably an asset. So hold on to him, cherish him, and try hard not to betray this man's trust. Because once he's gone for good.
And now, Turneround's theoretical thought. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all know what time it is, and this is always my favorite part of the segment. Once again, it's time for another edition of Turnaround's Theoretical Thought with yours truly, because in just a moment, I'm about to give you guys another free theoretical thought based on today's episode about these women instantly regretting losing a good man because they felt that the grass was greener on the other side. Here's your theoretical thought for the day, fellas. If you're one of those type of good men that was in a woman's life and you did everything you could to protect her and provide for her, even for the kids if there are any involved, and you was one of those good type of dudes, hey, I gotta say kudos to you, because it's not often that men don't get appreciated for the hard work and the effort that they put into the relationship, and he's done his part. I'm not simply suggesting that women don't ever do their part, which they do, but in today's society and in our culture, when it comes to the dating world, it's kind of rare for men to find a woman that'll still stick around and become that virtuous woman that every man desires. It's so often that men often have to deal with the repercussions of being in a relationship with a woman. Nowadays, these women will get on social media and embarrass the devil out themselves because they realize they had a good man, but something tells them that the grass was always greener on the other side, thinking that they have options and they think they can do better. Once again, fellas, it's not your fault, but it is your fault if you stay there long enough to hold your head down and not refuse to hold your head up and keep it moving. That's your best option ever. That's your theoretical thought for today, and this concludes another edition of Turnaround's Theory for today. Hey, listen, let me know what you think in the comment section below concerning today's video. And as a constant daily reminder, I want to remind you to please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my official YouTube channel. It would help out and it would be beneficial for the YouTube algorithm. And don't forget to click on that post notification bell, because you, my friends, will instantly be notified every single time your boy posts up and upload more additional content onto the channel. For Turnaround's Theory, I'm your boy, Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you right back here next time for another edition of Turnaround's Theory right here on my YouTube channel and on my Facebook fan page. Now here is a sneak peek of next week's episode of Turnaround's Theory. Next time on Turnaround's Theory. I can honestly say to you guys that we are 5 episodes away from the season finale for the 3rd season of Turnaround's Theory on YouTube and on Facebook. And you want to know why? Here's a sneak peek of next week's episode, by the way.
This woman left her husband because he lost his job.
I'm going through a divorce.
What happened with that?
Basically, my husband stopped meeting my expectations.
What you mean?
So when I met him, when I met my husband, I told him what I expect from a man. The number one rule with being with me is you have to provide. I won't settle for anything less.
That's next time on Turnaround's Theory.